what was so important to me when discussing the process of indoctrination with Christian was what I the one thing that I did really want to understand from him, and that was a lot of that kind of like red light, green light, was what draws individuals to these types of organizations in the first place, what makes them so susceptible. And the most important thing that I was able to validate and also learn from Christian is like, it doesn't really matter what the organization wants to do or, what their mantra
Hmm.
is, or they just care about, these men who are drawn to these organizations care about a sense of belonging, which they have not experienced from society, and which is essentially why they're so ostracized in the first place. And so that was really important for me to like really ensure that I was portraying that correctly with Wolf's background about like why it is so easy for them to be manipulated by these groups,
Right.
and and how it doesn't even really matter what they want to do. Like it just matters that they feel a sense of power and belonging from these groups.
Right. Yeah. Did he go into the background of like the recruitment and why some of these guys might be more susceptible to like is it just belonging? Is it mission? Like I'm curious. Yeah, because you mentioned this just before we started, and I think I definitely want to reach out to Christian and see if he
You
would have a chat
should.
because I'm pretty fascinated by that.
Yes, you should, and you should read his books.
Okay.
I read his book, his autobiography, which I think it's been picked up. It was picked up by Hachette, um, but that I made sure to read that before my interview with him too. So like, not only did I interview him and ask him questions about my characters, I asked him a lot of questions about why he did certain things that he did in his book, and like I mentioned, it wasn't the mission of that individuals are usually drawn to. It's kind of that sense of belonging. It's that sense of power.
Right.
It's that environment of feeling like you're a part of something. It doesn't like the mission could be a mission about cats as long as they kind of feel this sense of acceptance.
Right.
And so that was something that was really important to for me to understand. And as I developed the indoctrination process of how these young boys become these ruthless, vicious people or men when they are indoctrinated into Reds.